Today is our Tuesday fun day, and we are here to create together and connect over card making and crafting. So today we're going to be creating with a brand new catalog that should be coming out in January. This starts January, I'm double checking, 4th or the 5th. I just want to double check because I'd hate to give you the wrong date. January 4th. So if you're interested in grabbing this new catalog, make sure, and you haven't received it from me yet, that you let me know. Let's see, I have a couple hundred customers of mine that should have received it recently. So I just wanted to make sure that they received it. I'm double checking. It looks like everything is sharing, and we're going to create a stack of 10 cards in just a matter of minutes. So if you guys are as excited as I am, we're going to check this out. Make sure you can hear me loud and clear. So if you guys are checking in, let me know where you're checking in from. Are you on YouTube, on Facebook? I see people watching. Want to make sure, can you hear me? Let's see here. Oy vey. I'm trying to get out of... On Facebook? Okay. I see people watching. Want to make sure, can you hear me? Okay, so I see that. And then I'm just double checking. Okay. You gotta love technology, sisters. I'm actually super impressed. I've been making a few tweaks to my my social media. So if you guys have not seen me in a while, it's because I haven't been feeling super great. It's not that I'm sick. I've been fighting some weird stuff physically. Let me just double check. Yep. So we are live and you guys can see it. Awesome sauce. Awesome, awesome. Oop, I see a share. Good job. Sharing is caring. And you guys showing that you care. You're like a Care Bear all on your own. Did anybody else watch Care Bears? You might have watched it with like your kids. If you're a little bit of the next generation, I don't know. But I grew up watching Care Bears. So Care Bears share. There you go. Give me a shout out. Where are you guys calling from physically? Like, where are you at? I am in Markle, Indiana, which is near Fort Wayne, Indiana. So somebody asked my daughter today how we ended up here, and she said that she is geographically challenged. That's what my daughter said today, you guys. That's the 18-year-old. Well, I actually am not I am geographically challenged. If you've ever driven with me, you know that's a fact. But since we'll be creating out of not one new catalog, but both new catalogs during Stampin' Up! Celebration, that's when I joined 18 years ago. You can buy every $50 that you spend, you get a free item from the catalog, and they have bigger items for $100 that you spend. And it's unlimited. So I was always in awe that Stampin' Up! Does so much and free. And these are my hives. And look at, they're even on my eyelids, you guys. Sorry. Hold on one second. Okay. So in order to create these fun 10 cards, we're going to be using a brand new collection that Stampin' Up! Has called Thoughtful Moments Dies and Hybrid Embossing Folder. So we're going to be creating with that, and we're going to be using the Most Adored Designer Series paper to create 10 very shiny, super pretty cards. Now, if you guys are joining me, it looks like people haven't commented, but if you guys join and change your color, I can do that really quickly. Actually, I can't. I have the peacock cardstock already cut for us. So let's just turn around and create right now. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell because I want you to create with us as we create and connect over card making and crafting 10 beautiful cards. Let's turn around and do so real quick. So you guys can see in my messy area, I'm going to zoom in skis. That's what we do. We have a friend, and we've named him, his name's Joel, but we call him Joel Skis. And there's no reason behind it, but somehow we picked up like this weird Russian inflection on our words. Hi, Melody, my dearest. How are you? So this is this brand new embossing folder and die set. I love, love, love. We're going to be using the Pretty Peacock ink along with the Pretty Peacock cardstock. Now, why did I choose that? Hi, Rhonda. I've been praying for you today, sister. Why did I choose the Pretty Peacock instead of the red? Well, we're just finishing up Christmas. I thought it would be kind of fun to change it up a little bit and put one of my favorite colors together here. So I'm going to move this over and hopefully not make a mess. And we have 10 really beautiful cards thanks to this Most Adored Designer Series paper. We'll be using the 2 3/8 circle punch that you guys see here. We will have some fun cardstock and designer series paper mashups. There we go. And we will incorporate the champagne rhinestone jewels. So if you guys can create 10 cards so quickly, this is a perfect thing to create, I don't know, a variety of colors to meet your needs with the free designer series paper, the most adored. It's all gold foiled, absolutely beautiful. And on the back of that paper collection, I want you guys, as I'm spilling some on the floor, it is in red and pink, and the Flirty Flamingo and a real red on the back, as you can see here. But I wanted to show the versatility here for my friends, that you can mix and match it with any color that fits your fancy. Why not? I think it's beautiful too, Melody. I really am excited about it. And I hope that you guys are also. Let's dive on in and create right now. And I'm going to show you guys how easy and fun it is to use this hybrid embossing folder. And I would encourage you guys, this is a great, hold on. I can't breathe because life. It's so easy to do, and you could create a full box of greetings with this, or because it's just that easy, I would suggest that you guys consider, hold on, why is it not sitting flat, my friends? I think I figured it out. Hold on. There we go. Maybe that'll flip back. Okay. Am I too close? You guys, I swear, my crafting area is going to drive me bonks. Okay, so I've already done 10 cardstocks for us. So I have 5 going this way, which is what would be considered the traditional cut. Both of these are going to be A4 cards. It's scored at 4 1/4, cut at 5 1/2. And then this is the elongated version, scored at 5 1/2, cut at 4 1/4. Now, this is my suggestion. When you guys are going to be creating a bunch of cards, make a station. Go through and create all of your cardstock bases in one fell swoop. So we're going to have a lot of variety here, and you can keep these pre-done in your drawer so that you're ready to go. What I recommend is getting these going, having your memory and more gift cards that we have from Stampin' Up! That have a large variety. We have a new collection in every catalog, which are great for scrapbooking, gift tags, and more. But really, on cards, they make me so happy because they're really lush, beautiful, and easy to use. So we're just going to go ahead and prep the cardstock bases that you see here with our bone folder. The proper tools make for the better crafting. So what are you guys doing today? Is everybody having a good after Christmas day? I can't believe how fast the year is going. Sometimes I happen to think that if it's, I like my holidays on like a Thursday or Friday. Can we just request all holidays to be on a Thursday or Friday? I feel like when it's on a Sunday and a Monday, I lose, well, or even if it's on a Saturday, if it's on a weekend, I feel like I lose the weekend to get ready. Isn't that weird? And I'm a stay-at-home mom, though I'm rarely home. Oh my goodness. Let me see here. Okay, so we have 10 cardstock bases, quick lickety split, quick to do. And I'm going to set this up here. Now, tools that I suggest that you have would be the 2 3/8 circle punch, and it would be your bone folder. Always have a good bone folder. And then you'll need some adhesive. I'm going to be using the Stampin' Seal and the multi-purpose liquid adhesive. Then we're going to use this gorgeous, most adored designer series paper. And every sheet has this high shine gold foil to it. Makes it for easy peasy lemon squeezy crafting. Now, you could take and do a variety of colors. Like, it's just easy here, my friends. And I actually like to build it before I put it on the cardstock, and I don't know if it's to prevent injury or not, like if you screw up, because girls, I can screw up like nobody's business. I really can. I've got skills. They're multiplying. So you can do a couple different things. So the measurements for these will be on my blog. You can see the general list. Our new items will be listed available for purchase come January 4th. So you can't get them unless you want to grab it with the starter kit right now. I love the fact that it was 18 years ago, my friends. That means I joined, and my little girl, every birthday she has is a significant reminder of where I am in my Stampin' Up! Journey. Here. So the reason I used the liquid one, because it was kind of easy to move about, and be careful when you're using liquid adhesive that we don't stack it. Now, I'm going to point out, this can go a couple different ways. I find that I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal on this one just to show you. the Stampin' Seal Plus. Here we go. And then come in. It's just, I don't have any opportunity for error as much with this adhesive. There you go. Now, our cards can go like this, horizontal or portrait. This gives you a lot of flexibility with what we're going to be doing. And I love flexibility. Because it's such a large packet of designer series paper, you can use whole sheets just like this on the front of a card. Now, the great thing with this, say you wanted to give it to somebody as a kit. What I would do is I would do that, and I'll do a video on it this week as long as I can continue to breathe, right? I'm trying not to get myself started. I would give this to them with a little collection of die cut words all ready to go. And by having die cut words all ready to go, as they have an occasion come up, they are ready to use them. What a great gift for flexibility. I mean, it's just so easy. And you can take your scraps like you will see here, and we really incorporate them in. So I'm just going to kind of create the bases. I don't know if I'm going to do all 10 cards tonight. I'm just going to do a few of them. And I did follow like kind of this here. It was the swoop of it that I incorporated the circle punch and the swoop to follow in line with that. And I know that it's kind of like paint pouring is what it reminds me of. When we were at this beautiful museum in Indianapolis, they had a whole paint pouring ceiling effect that occurred, and it was interchangeable and moving. It was very beautiful and soothing. So here, you'll see that we actually used the 2 3/8 circle punch on the gold foil, which is a great way to incorporate it more, and this elevates it. Then we have a bow and we have the champagne. There is so much flexibility in this, and if you have scraps, incorporate them in on your projects. I mean, seriously, you guys, nobody's going to know that it's not like the full card front. They're just going to be happy that you made them a beautiful card. What do you guys think so far? I think that we have, I don't know, like 4 card bases to work with. I have some extra squares if I wanted to incorporate them on something. That would be really easy to do as well. I like, again, for just a little margin of grace, I like to use the multi-purpose liquid adhesive. Make sure that you tuck it in a little bit, because sometimes if it's close to the edge, when you squish it on, it squishes out. Here we go. And there is no right or wrong. Remember, use your scraps up. I actually kind of like symmetry. I'm a symmetry kind of girl. There we go. So we're going to have some flexibility with this. I was trying to see how much more I had all prepped and ready to go. I have lots and lots over here. And we took, and these were just scraps, and I cut them in half to put them across card fronts. And there you can take it horizontal or vertical. And the great thing is, again, even if you don't pick the greeting, what you can do is take the mini dimensionals and apply them across the back. They keep their sealing across the back so that they're ready to use, just be peeled back and applied. You might want to include a whole card kit for somebody by doing so. So they could have, you could put the sequins with it, like the rhinestones that we're using. Let me see here. And see how fast and easy this can go? And see when you smear, look at, you guys, I must have, like, look at that. There's some glue on the underside there. Here we go. And we could just keep going and going and building, and it's very, very flexible. And because we have these great card bases, we're ready to just apply it as need be. And it looks like, oh my gosh, we only need 3 more? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So we could incorporate both designer series papers to create a really fun and functionality to this. Now, I may not do the last 2 just because we don't have to, but I like mixing and matching our patterns. When we're including a solid base, kind of like you see with this pretty peacock, and you have the beautiful white and gold foil, I have a tendency to put it on and then kind of pull it back a little bit so that there's a space in the middle. You'll see here, I could have put them so that they connected. Easy peasy if I wanted to. I just like a little bit of breathing room. Let me see here. Creates a little interest right there in the center when you do that kind of a technique right there. You see, put on my lid. Last couple times I've come up and I didn't have my lid on there. Don't ask me why. Now we're going to set these bad boys aside because why not? And I don't know if I have my mini dimensionals here. I think I do, but we'll see. I have a piece of basic white cardstock all ready to go. And it's not the thick kind. I did the standard 6x6 basic white cardstock. Then we're going to take this gorgeous embossing folder that you see right here and the coordinating dies. Now it comes together, so you don't have to worry about messing up. But if you're looking on how to take this apart, you're going to love it. You're going to love how quick and easy it is. Now our brayer has been updated. Be careful where you're stepping. You put my finger in it. What's going on today? And you can see here I've used it. I probably don't even need to re-ink it. Quite honestly, I'm just going to because it's been sitting around. But it's because it's a rubber brayer that we don't need to do a ton of re-embossing or re-inking. And it has these little kickstands that you see there. So I can literally put it on the table and it's not going to put the ink on my table. That is brilliant and was not part of older brayers. Now we're just going to go over the raised embossing that you see here, just to raise it up. Whoop, whoop. Right there. And I would not dig it too deep. You don't need to. I think that the brayer, being that it's this nice firm rubber, really will transfer the ink super well. And this would be great if we were doing this in a group setting. So a bunch of us get together for some girlfriend time. I'm trying to set this aside so I don't put my hand on it. When I get back here, we'll see how well it goes, if I remember it or not. You guys know me well, though. And then we're going to lay our embossing, our die cutting piece right across the top, just like you see there. Right there. Boom. Easy peasy. Lay your paper across the top and close your embossing folder. This is relatively clean. I mean, I've been doing these today, and so just kept my ink pad juicy and ready. And then we're going to grab our Stampin' Cut It and Emboss machine. If you guys didn't see, there was a major announcement with that today. I was super excited for a giveaway. Now, all I need is I removed the sheet number 2 and the 2 clear sheets. And I'm just going to place this down with the thick embossing folder. I should have put it face down. Hopefully I didn't just screw it up, my friends. Oh, now I have to check because OCDs. Yeah, you should put it so that that faces down. That would be a better, so it doesn't wiggle. Don't wiggle. And it's firm. It's firm, firm, firm. But that's the same as you would when you were using a thick embossing folder like this. But now we've got a thick embossing folder and a die cutter at the same time. I'm going slow. And the cool thing is it's all ready for you. Boom. So super easy. The ink has transferred. This will be easy to keep your Simply Chamois around and use it to wipe things down. Whenever I use brayers though, or embossing folders, if it's got a lot of ink, I prefer to rub it off or rinse it off in a sink. Though you might laugh, I'm in the middle of rebuilding our kitchen sink, believe it or not. Of course I am. If you know me, you may not be laughing. You may be like, of course she is. Oh my gosh. Okay. So then we have a lot of flexibility. We have all these beautiful card fronts that you see right here. We have Thinking of You, Celebrate, With Sympathy, Thank You, Oh Happy Day, Hello, Love You, Just Because, Get Well, and You Make Me Happy. With 10 full greetings, you have so much flexibility in this. What a great little project. Now, I was using little scrap pieces like you see here for the Just Because, and really what we need is our mini dimensionals. So here, let me grab them out of the packet that I have sitting up here. Now, I like the mini dimensionals because there's a lot of little nooks and crannies on this project. And here I picked up the whole dimensional. I'm going to apply it. Say you were giving this as a kit. Don't remove the backing. Just go ahead and put the adhesive on for them and send it on its merry little way. This would be great for anybody if you put it in a great little kit. I'm going to remove the backings because I am going to apply them to the pretty card fronts on this. And hopefully use these cards, send them out to people. My Christmas cards didn't get sent out today. We gave away a ton of the picture version at Christmas. And I needed to order more. And then when we went to pick them up, they were closed. Of course. So we have a great little Get Well greeting right here. And now if you want to jazz that up, what you want to do is grab something that's kind of cohesive. I like to take a look at how that card's going to lay. And we have beautiful gold foils and ribbons and rhinestones and embellishments that you probably have a stack of. Do you guys have a stack of them in your house? Admit it. Admit that you do too. It's not just me. Boom. Super easy. Then you can take things like the champagne rhinestones and you can add a little interest. Elevate your project just a smidge. Well, if your gummy was working. Boom. I like odd numbers. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Put that other one right over here. Odd numbers look most appealing in crafting and design. So here you have a really simple card that says a lot with the gold foil. And with 10 cards that you can have on hand, you can whip them out super quick. And then I already did some other punching with just some scraps that I had. And so you can use that as a backing to our different greetings. So you could have a thank you across the card front. You can use the just because like you see here. Now, I happen to think that it's most ideal when you're using foil to actually use a dimensional or glue dot on it. I think liquid adhesive can be very messy and it doesn't get absorbed because the foil is non-porous. And so it's not going to absorb that adhesive as easily. And so things can smear. There you go. And I just took a little scrap piece here. Threw it on. And now I don't have to worry about it needing to dry. It's all ready to go. You can just throw it on just because. Just because. Now, these might be a little plain for your liking. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do they say enough with just this great? Because there's embossing, die cutting, and texture with this. And the ink is stamping, embossing, and die cutting all in one. Talk about easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Make your commitment to like connect with others this year. Be the one that sends the birthday cards. Be the one that does all the little extras. Now, the only way that I would highly first recommend to improve would be I would almost always layer the designer series paper with another piece of cardstock. I'm kind of kicking myself in the shin that I didn't do that, but it's not going to kill anybody. I just think it would look a little bit more refined to have that foundation to it. And then you can see here, I really like the thank you. I'm taking a break from talking for a second there. And if my friend Trudy is watching, she was, did you know you can, any of you guys, I don't know if you know this, my friend pointed out that you can actually, while you're watching a video, slow it down, even if it's live. And so it will just slow down the words. You could slow it down 1%, 2%, whatever. My friend did it to show me. Then she showed it to my daughter, and I wasn't paying attention how to do it because I'm fine with most people at their speed. But some people do think I talk fast. Do I talk fast? If you guys think this is fast, oh my goodness. I have a funny little story. I used to talk hyper speed. Surprise, I know. And my dad would sit there and he'd let me talk and talk and talk. And then I'd stop talking and I'd look at him and blink and thinking that he was angry or I don't know, something silly. And he'd hold his hand up at me. And he'd say, wait. And it was processing in his head everything I said. And so then he would answer me afterwards. But it took him a second to absorb everything I said and then answer my question. But he always did. He was a good dad sometimes. He was a good man. He had his issues, don't we all? I actually am looking forward to seeing my family in heaven, aren't you? I hope that all my loved ones end up there. It's my hope and prayer. Okay, so we've created a bunch of really quick cards, my friends. And you can add as much embellishment or as little as you want. I really love a little dash of ribbon. And if you're like me, you have a hoard of it. You know you do. Just own it, confess, and use it. So grab your little ribbon and you can go across the front just like so. So how I would do that is I kind of put my finger where I can feel where it is, or you can lift it, right? Knowing it's like right there. And put a little dash of adhesive and do the ribbon wrap. Boom, shakalaka. That's a game. A little ribbon wrap, a little dance for you. It's a ribbon wrap. And you can do this ahead of time. So if you are giving this as a gift to somebody and you're giving them a little kit with all kinds of greetings ready to go, I might do that for my friend in California who's laid up. And I'll be going out to see them soon. If you guys haven't seen, we have our one-day retreat available online and in person, January and February for the 3 locations. They'll be in person in California as well as in Markle, Indiana, my studio here. I added a new kerosene heater, so we'll have 2 heaters that are kerosene and then we'll have plugged-in heaters. It'll be almost like toasty in here, perfectly so. And then You Make Me Happy can really go on and accentuate that. Because it has a lot to it, you don't have to overdo. My husband often says that women tend to do more than we should. He's like, you guys just make it easier. And I was like, but then again, I'm the one who does 99.99% of all the gift wrapping and gifts. And, we do the extra. That's how God made us. There we go. You make me happy. I think it's lovely. What an easy collection to do. 10 cards in just a few minutes, my friends. That's it. 10 lickety-split cards that you can do at your convenience. Easy, lemon squeezy. So I adore these new collection, and I really, really, really love the free designer series paper that you see right here and the gorgeous using up of my scraps. So easy to create an embossed, stamped, and die cut greeting, and use up your embellishments. Use up your scrap paper. You collect them just as much as I do. And if not, it makes a great gift. Do this, die cut them, put them in little baggies or a little box for somebody. Get one of those little plastic tackle boxes, or I think they're like little mini toolboxes at the Dollar Tree even, and you can put them inside. I use them from Amazon and I love them because there's a little bit more flexibility to them, and you can make a whole kit for somebody. That is lush, and I plan on doing that for some of my friends that are shut in at this time because they're dealing with some medical stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this. What do you think? Comment and let me know. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell. And if you want your own copy of these catalogs, where did it go? Did you receive it in the mail for me is the question I have. Did you receive it, Melody? I need that you're here. I don't know if you're still on or if you're bebop in between. But I hope you guys receive it from me. And you should receive a 2-pack with the Celebration catalog as well. Upside down. Everything in here is free only in the month of January and February. With any minimum purchase of $50, you get to pick one item and so on. So it's limitless. And that's why I joined 18 years ago and I haven't looked back since. I love it. If your wish list is long, let me know. There's lots of great incentives to join in those months as well during celebration. And I'd love to have you be part of our Getting Crafty family as VIPs or as people who want to make a little side shuffle huffle side money. I appreciate you guys so much. God bless. Have a good one, and I will see you. Yes, you.